There's an experimental vaccine that researchers found prevent deadly allergic reactions in mice for up to a year after delivery. I'm Chloe Kirk with Biotech TV. Let's talk about it. About a third of adults have some form of allergies, be it seasonal allergies, eczema, or food allergies. We treat it with anything from over-the-counter antihistamines and nasal sprays, which reduce symptoms like coughing and hives, to allergy shots and therapies, which essentially give patients a small dose of the allergen. There's also a monoclonal antibody approved to treat food allergies, but it requires injections every 2 weeks. This new experimental vaccine targets an antibody called immunoglobulin E, or IgE. IgE is bound to immune cells in the body's tissues and circulates in small amounts in the blood. Immune cells also produce IgE in response to proteins found on potential threats like viruses and release histamine that causes those coughing and hive symptoms you get in an allergic reaction. IgE also causes anaphylaxis that makes it difficult for you to breathe. In people with allergies, IgE is produced to respond to proteins that don't usually harm you, like peanuts or cat dander. This vaccine triggers production of antibodies that bind to IgE and stop it from binding to immune cell receptors, leaving less IgE available to create immune response after exposure to an allergen. They then tested this vaccine in mice genetically modified to be prone to severe allergic reactions, and found that vaccinated mice only showed mild signs of allergic reaction, and survived with high levels of antibodies against IgE up to 52 weeks after immunization. It's an exciting proof of concept that a vaccine can trigger production of antibodies against IgE, but the authors warn that the current vaccine can bind to IgE already bound to immune cells, so variants are currently being tested to confirm safety, and more studies are obviously needed to determine how long this protection might last in humans. I'll see you next week.